इनके लिए तो हम अपनी जान भी दे देंगे।
Guys, these are the tickets for the movie, and so we have 4. So let's just get to it. Poster has shown up, and so
Bring it on. Bring it on.
It takes 9 months for a baby to be born.
and before those 9 months, there's a plan.
Between a husband and a wife. We can relate this to movies.
If you nurture a baby well, then the nature of the product will turn out well. Just like how we can relate this to the movie Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ka Jaan.
Yes, so disclaimer, there will be spoilers.
So bear with us, guys. Let's start.
And this is to all the Salman Khan lovers out there. He didn't disappoint us, but the actual movie did.
We came straight from the AMC theaters.
Yes, and we're reviewing it on the first day and first show of Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan.
Yes, guys. And so before we begin, let's just say that we're going to divide this into 3 main topics. First, talking about the cast, then the story, and then the actual direction of the movie. So
Yes.
first, let's start off with the cast.
Okay, so the main cast is Salman Khan, Pooja Hegde, Venkatesh, and then Jagapati Babu, right?
Yes.
And the supporting cast includes Siddharth Nigam, who is a model and he features in music videos, and most importantly, he was a child actor from the movie Doom 3.
Yes, and we also have Jassi Gill, who is actually a Punjabi singer.
And we got Raghav Juyal, who is a professional dancer.
Yes, and so I would like to say that in the movie, they did try to, like, do some good acting, but I guess in some parts of the movie, they failed to do that.
Yeah.
And, like, we could see some cringe actings in the emotional scenes and the crying, and then the dialogues as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
And to add on, I think that some of the characters, like he said, the brothers, were not utilized properly.
Definitely.
And their contributions to the movie were very low.
Yeah.
Yes, and I also want to bring up Salman Khan's role. I think in this movie he does a very significant role, and I think without him, without his actual presence, this movie would have turned out to be like a little low budget, or like even the production value would not have been like as high as it is because of how big Salman Khan is. And I also want to bring up another thing, which is Jagapati Babu, who is playing the role of Nageshwar. I think he turned out to be a great villain. We saw him in the movie Rangastalam, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and like he does a great performance in that. He's absolutely brilliant, and I think in this movie too, he did a great job. He absolutely nailed it, and we really liked his acting. I think he was like one of the best, the good aspects of this movie.
So, guys, let's get more into the story. And so, like, you can't really relate to the story because there is no story.
Yeah.
And so I would like to say, like, as the movie went on, we went on to the next scene. Some random characters popped up from this side, and then they suddenly left from that side. And I would like to say the screenplay also was very weak and it was very bad. And, like, sometimes it went all the way up, and then sometimes it came all the way down.
Yeah.
Like, not on the ground, like, just way underground.
Yeah.
And then it just went up again. It was like, it took time. And everything.
Definitely. And there's also absolutely no character progression for some of the characters. Like, for example, the brothers, I think.
Yes.
I think they just showed the brothers so plainly. In the beginning of the movie, they have this one side, right? And at the end of the movie, it's still the same thing. I think there's absolutely no change between them. And also their girlfriends, I think the same thing. They're like this. They're like one side in the beginning of the movie, and at the end, the exact same thing. There's no change. And so I think that was a bad aspect of this.
Yes, and I feel like there is no resolution in the end. And I feel like that could have been better. And like if there was good resolution in the climax, then I think that would have made the film a little better.
Yes, even if it turned out to be bad because of the rest of the story, I think the climax should have been the thing to bring it back up.
Yes, their resolution was basically Salman Khan just putting on back his suit
Yes.
after seeing his CGI abs and then pointing up in the sky. So
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
guessing it could have been better.
And I think the one good aspect of the character progression in this movie was Venkatesh's role as Anaya, which is the Pooja Hegde's brother in this movie. I think they did a good job showing him in the middle of how like what his true character is, of how his character is, right? But at the end of the movie, like we find this change, and he goes back to how he was originally, and I think that was really well shown, and how he developed as a real character in the whole movie.
Yes, and we also have Vijender Singh, who played the role of Mahavir in this movie. And so the movie actually started with him, and I think like, you know, when they showed him like fighting or anything, it was pretty dull, and I didn't think they showed him dangerous enough. I mean, like at the end we could see that he came back, his character came back, and we could see that he threw a few boxer punches at Salman Khan with a left hook and right hooks. But I think that this doesn't make sense, like, cause like, you know, they should have showed him like as a boxer in the beginning, like, you know, practicing or something, and it could have been a way to bring some hype to the audience and everything.
Yeah.
And we also have Satish Kaushik, who like is in the movie, who cracks jokes. He made us laugh, and may his soul rest in peace, cause like he is not with us anymore. And he also gave us great movies like Tere Naam, starring Salman Khan as well.
Yes.
So hats off.
Yep, hats off to him for his great performance. So guys, now let's talk about the direction. I think some big YouTubers would probably say that this is actually trash and that it's bad or something like that. But I think Farhad Samji, like, he tried his best. I know this movie wasn't boring. It didn't bore us, but I think it could have been better. It was a little disappointing, but I think Farhad Samji tried his best. Like how I said in the beginning of the movie, if you nurture it well, then the nature of the product will turn out well. And I think Farhad Samji, like, he really did try his best. There were some great scenes. For example, the action scenes. I think like the train scene was really great, and there was a lot of choreography there. He did some complex stuff, and I think it really captivated the audiences, including the music that he that he actually involved in it, and how everything went by. I think that was really great.
Yeah, and
Plus,
also like how it showed Venkatesh's like dream.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like how like the theme was like very dark and like red theme.
It was a whole different presentation, a whole different color grading, and I think they did a great job with that.
Yes, and I would like to say, like, you know, like you said, like Farhad Samji did a little bit good, but like, you know, due to his lack of direction skills and everything, I am kind of scared for Hereditary 3, and we all know that Hereditary 3 has to be big.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and like Farhad Samji just needs to improve.
Yeah, and like we were talking about before, like about the presentation, there are good presentation in some parts of the movie, but there are also bad presentation.
Yes.
And like I think the bad presentation would be when it showed Mahavir in the beginning, like out of nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then his character just disappeared during the middle of the movie, and then he just came out of nowhere again at the end of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So they need to show better character progression based on the presentation. Maybe Farhad Samji needs to like change his format of how he's making movies, I think, or like maybe like try something new that he's doing. Like maybe we could see a little bit of that in Hereditary 3.
Yes.
We don't know. We should like Farhad Samji really needs to do something about his direction.
You know, I think I'm thinking that he's like pretty busy trying to impress the audience, like, you know, while he should actually be trying to improve his work.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's trying to impress the audience, like, you know, with them bang bang
Yeah, you know.
and everything. He just needs to improve like a lot.
Exactly.
By the way, guys, we get to see Farhad Samji in a cameo role as a photographer in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys remember, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys saw it?
Exactly. They just saw him for like a split second with the camera. I think he's a photographer. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he go like okay, smile or something?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so he was basically the photographer.
Yes.
So anyway, guys, we're just gonna like summarize it now, beginning with the song and the music. Now, I think the music, Ravi Basrur, he did a great job with the BGM in like the action scenes. He really captivated us.
Yeah.
I think he did a great job on that.
It wasn't too loud or too low
Or
anything.
too soft.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was really great. And now we're talking about the songs that we saw throughout the whole movie. I think there were like
Around
or
seven
eight-
songs.
7 songs. I think 3 would have been better, 3 or 4. I think like save just
or even like no songs.
no songs at all. Maybe like just 1 or 2. I think, but like they should just save the rest for like the actual OTT platform, or maybe even like release it. Music videos. Release it on YouTube.
like albums and everything.
Yeah, make their own album, like a whole different set.
Yes.
Like, but leave the movie, just leave it short, as like the shortest you can, so that the audience is not bored.
Yeah, the movie was around 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it actually felt like 3 hours.
Way longer, bro.
Yes, and I think like they should have reduced the song amount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, so now it's time for our rating of the movie.
Yes, guys.
What
So
do you
we
think
believe, I think we should give this movie 2.5 stars.
Yes.
But with Salman Khan in this movie, I think give it a half star.
Just for him.
Give it a half
So
star. So
3
3 stars. 3
out of
stars
5.
out of 5.
Okay, so this is our review for the movie Kisi Ke Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan.
If you guys have already watched this movie, don't forget to comment down what you thought of the movie, and also comment down what you thought of our review.
Yes. And so guys, if you guys haven't watched the movie, then first of all, I would like to say sorry for the spoilers. And so, but please do not ignore the movie. You have to go watch it. It will not bore you.
Yes, and please don't wait for the OTT platforms. You should not miss Salman Khan's swag.
Yes.
It is like a one-time watch in theaters, and it's like a paisa wasool film.
Yes, so go check that out, guys. So guys, whether this movie is a success or not, it all depends on Salman Khan's fans and his lovers.
Yes, and Salman Khan fans, you guys should watch this film in theaters. You guys deserve to watch this. It is a one-time watch.
Exactly.
Yes, and if you guys are not lovers or fans of Salman Khan, then still go watch it. It is a one-time watch.
Salman Khan ne swag se swagat kiya hai.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yes.
So anyway, guys, this is gonna be the end of our review for the movie Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan, and so we're gonna wrap it up now.
Yes, and before you leave, don't forget to
Smash the subscribe button.
Like and share.
and new comment thoughts down below.
This is CinemaBrothers signing off.
Like, Kisi ka bhai, kisi ka